And I'll just say this. I don't think that you can call me a homer. You can say whatever you want. I don't think there's a lot separating Freddie Andersen and Andrei Vasilevskiy. In fact, I think there's so little that if you switched places, you wouldn't know the difference between the two players. And I saw this tweet today from a really good Twitter account, Leafs Twitter account that I love following. It's really funny, Oak Leafs, which he posted today. 5-on-5 save percentages over the last 3 years. Andersen has a 927 on 4,996 shots. Vasilevskiy is a 929 on 4,062 shots. And then it kind of brought me to, well, what's the future going to look like for this player? And what would he be like if he was entering the open market right now? And we know it's those two guys. That's where he's at. So Sergei Bobrovsky just got $10 million per season in a tax-free state. And Andrei Vasilevskiy just got $9.5 million in a tax-free state. And I slated these three guys next to each other in the player comparison tool on Hockey Reference just to see kind of how their careers are. And I took 1 year off of Sergei Bobrovsky, so he doesn't get the playoff stats from this season, but this would put him in free agency at the same time that Freddie Andersen is going to enter free agency, or that he is at right now currently. These are comparing the three over their careers. Quality start percentage, which is a stat by Rob Volman from Hockey Abstract. Freddie Andersen, 59% of the time. And now good is at 60%, so that's been his career. Sergei Bobrovsky, 59% of the time. Vasilevskiy, 55% of the time. Again, this is over their careers. Career, Vasilevskiy, 919 save. Freddie Andersen, 918. Sergei Bobrovsky, 920. Goals against, 255 for Vasilevskiy, 259 for Andersen, 244 for Bob. You go to their playoff stats, and everyone who has criticized Frederik Andersen for his postseason quote-unquote failings, he's been unequivocally much better over a larger sample size than any of these guys. He's got a better save percentage than either of those two guys. He's got a better goals against than either of those two guys. He's got a better quality start percentage, better quality save percentage, everything. You go across the board, Freddie Andersen has better numbers than either of those two players. And it's why it's kind of critical importance that the Leafs hit on one of their young two goaltenders over the next couple of seasons, because
they're not sinking $10 million per year into Frederik Andersen at 31 years old, and that's what he's going to be worth.
Freddie Andersen turns 30 in October. And yeah, he'll be 32 when he hits unrestricted free agency, or that will be his unrestricted free agency season. And he's going to want to, quote unquote, secure the bag, as I was saying earlier. He's not going to be taking a huge discount play for the Leafs. We've already seen that this isn't happening. The hometown discount thing is not happening. And if guys are getting right now $10 million per, who are his exact comparables, it's really difficult to imagine that to keep him north of the border, we're not looking 2 years from now at something around $11 million.
No,
even if you stretched it out, even if you gave him a long-term contract, let's say they gave him the full $7 million, and he's a little bit older, but again, he doesn't have the same wear on the tires as Sergei Bobrovsky does. You look at their amount of games played, there's still a discrepancy between the two of them at this point of their career, even though he'd be a year older, that the Leafs won't be able to afford this player. I don't see how they'd be able to afford Freddie Andersen without making pretty significant moves and changing their franchise. And when we talk about this core and we talk about the shelf life of this group, it's always surrounding Austin Matthews and William Nylander and Mitch Marner and John Tavares. And frankly, it's really never been enough about Freddie Andersen.
Mm-hmm. No, and it should be. Also, you better be good, Ian Scott or Joseph Wall. Somebody figure it out. Be good.